Guys, this is my second video because a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about the Russians, but there honestly isn't much to talk about. There's a lot of rumors, like a lot of people wanting me to talk about just gossip. So I'm calling this little video Keeping Up with the Russians because that seems what is the request from you guys. And in terms of rumors, when we talk about, 3A, seems that Trusova is not pregnant. I don't want to speculate on that, but from her latest posts and videos, literally the last picture she posted was of her tummy out and full on piercing tummy out, and it looks pretty flat to me. And I think it's been confirmed in some other websites that the rumor was actually false. It was never confirmed that she was pregnant. It was alleged, and it seems that allegedly was wrong. So Alexandra Trusova not pregnant. I don't think this means that she is going to be a contender for the 2026 Olympics. I think that's a little bit far-fetched, but that lives the possibility, but I don't think so. Also because in the past she might have aligned herself with coaches, or is currently aligning herself with coaches who might not pass the ISU test of being a neutral athlete. They might have picked a side, i.e. Plushenko, picking a very clear side in the war with Ukraine. When it comes to Anna Sherbakova, nothing different going on there. She's still doing the influencer life, hosting a lot of events for Channel 1. She's following in the footsteps of Miss Evgenia Medvedeva. She's becoming, the clear pipeline of young figure skater, retired early, and then becomes influencer. The only difference here is that she got gold and Evgenia didn't. That's truly the only difference there. When it comes to Aliona Kostornaya, she is still with her skating partner, but has been quite clear that she just can't really skate competitively anymore. I don't remember what the resolution truly was of that documentary, but from what I remember is that she said that she needs to take a step back and kind of analyze her decisions and let her body recover from all the intensive training that she had. But she's still with her husband/partner, and we haven't really seen them skate competitively as of yet. And then the rumor that everybody wanted me to talk about is that allegedly Kamila Valieva has a boyfriend who is way older than her, and it seems he's also a sketchy man. I don't really want to talk about that because nothing has been confirmed. It is just alleged, and people are speculating due to the fact that she got some flowers and they were in the same place. But I hope it's not true, but at the same time, I forget how old she is though. Let me see. Because this alleged man is in his 30s. And Kamila Valieva is about 18 right now. Yeah, she's literally 18. So hopefully that's not true, but again, all alleged speculation, just how Trusova's pregnancy was rumored and then it wasn't true. This could be the exact same case. So that's what's going on with the Russian girls in terms of gossip, but the biggest Russian news is that the Russian Skating Federation has officially provided a list of candidates to the ISU. However, that list of candidates cannot be announced until the feedback is received back from the ISU. I'm guessing this is the ISU reviewing the list and seeing if everybody on that list is truly qualified to be a neutral athlete, meaning scrubbing through their social media, perhaps reading some sort of statement that they had to write in order to prove themselves a neutral athlete, and the list will not be announced from the Russian Skating Federation until the ISU gives their amendments or notes or whatever it might be. Therefore, everybody in Russia is kind of holding their breath, trying to see who is going to be chosen, but there are very big guesses as to who it is. The biggest guess for the ladies, as you can imagine, is Adelia Petrosian. She has kind of risen to the top for the Atari girls, and remember that there's also a reserve athlete just in case. Only one athlete gets to participate, unlike other years where it was 3, because the Russians always qualify for 3 spots. But in this situation, they're given only the opportunity to 1 athlete per discipline. So people believe that Adelia Petrosian is going to be the one that's going to be sent if she passes the ISU criteria for neutral athletes. And then the reserve, a lot of people think is going to be Alina Gorbachova. If you don't remember who that is the girl who literally got lost. There was a nationwide manhunt for her, and then she was found, and then all the things came out about her and her coach having this kind of intense relationship where they lived together, but she didn't want to live with her, or she didn't want to host her. It was a whole mess, but they're still coach and student. I don't know if the situation has changed, But a lot of people think that Alina Gorbachova has proven herself to be the reserve and not the Plushenko student. Sofia Muravieva, who has kind of floundered in the last few Russian competitions, which has been very sad to see because she always has these very emotional reactions to her not doing well. Like the last competition, there was footage of her literally hyperventilating in a hallway, and it just does not look like this girl is made for the kind of pressure that she's under, because she is the best Evgeny Plushenko student, but she's still not good enough to be toe-to-toe with the Eteri girls. So it's just too much pressure for her, and I'm not surprised that people are guessing that it's going to be Alina Gorbachova instead, because Alina Gorbachova has really risen to the top and is a non-Eteri girl. So that would be very interesting if Alina Gorbachova is sent, because she's the one who's chosen, because she meets the criteria for ISU, or because something happens with Delia and she has to step up as the reserve. So seeing a non-Eteri girl in the midst is very, very interesting. When it comes to pairs, I think it's pretty clear that Mishina and Galiamov are going to be sent. They kind of have never let up, like since before they were banned, since after they were banned, since before they were banned, they have always kind of been the ones. They have been number one. Mishina and Galiamov have stayed true to their form and have never really floundered. Kind of impressive. When it comes to ice dance, we have Stepanova and Bukin, who I can't believe are still going strong, because I feel like Bukin has been here since day one, but I feel like ice dancers do have longer careers. And I'm a Stepanova fan. Like, that girl is a beautiful ice dancer, so I would not be mad if they're sent. And there's another couple whose name I'm not going to be able to pronounce well, but it's Karonina and Narishny. So I don't know, but a lot of people are guessing that they might be the reserve, or the second option if, for whatever reason, Stepanova or Bukin do not pass the ISU tests or criteria for a neutral athlete. And then for the men, it's kind of the worst discipline for Russia right now. And so there is a lot of discourse about who might be sent. A lot of people are saying Gumenik, who I recognize his face, but he has very long hair right now, so I'm doubting if I actually do know who this man is. But of course, Semenenko is the, I think, popular one, because Semenenko has been around for so long. But then I thought, why people are not taking into consideration the little X of Alexandra Trusova, which was Mark Kondratyuk. Like, he, I feel like, always has a wow performance. When, like, push comes to shove, he really knows how to step up. But I think his consistency might not have been as strong as needed. He always kind of gets there in third or second place. He very rarely gets first. So Kondratyuk is very like the third option right now, which is sad because I'm a fan of his skating. He's very much a showman. He's a showstopper. But Semenenko and Gumenik are definitely the top two options, and Kondratyuk, Mark, got third. In additional news, it was announced that Guillaume Cizeron, yes, of Cizeron and Papadakis, has announced a new partner? Like, when did this happen? How did this happen? I was not anticipating him coming back to skating, let alone with a new partner. And the new partner is called Laurence Fournier Beaudry. Hopefully I'm saying that right, probably not. But she is a beautiful girl. And he said that they have nothing to lose, nothing to gain, so they just kind of want to see where it goes. And in this interview, we see a little bit of the insight. They're asked who came up with the idea to skate together. Laurence says it was Guillaume's proposal, and Guillaume says, yes, it was my idea, a bit of a crazy idea, but I thought about it for a long time and I held it back from talking to her about it. I told myself this is probably not a good idea, but still. And then one evening I brought it up to test the water, see if she might be interested, and after that she took some time to think it over. And she says that she was very flattered to have this proposal from the current Olympic champion, like they literally won the last Olympics, and they're best friends apparently. So when she said yes, she committed wholeheartedly to this wonderful adventure. And I think that's what it definitely is, an adventure, because I think Guillaume is still at the top of his game, but can she be the partner that he needs? Because he has skated with Gabriela Papadakis since they were children. Like, they were like a Tess and Scott situation where they knew each other since they were 6, 7, and that connection is hard to replicate. Even though Guillaume is a beautiful skater, half of the battle in ice dance is the chemistry. It's how beautifully the two people on the ice connect and kind of talk to each other without using any words. So are they going to have that instant chemistry and magic that he had with Papadakis? I do not know, but I am very, very excited to see. When asked what made you want to return to competition, they literally announced a retirement in December. Like, it's been not even 2 months since they announced retirement together. Like, we already kind of assumed they were retired, but they fully made it official. So the fact that he's coming back is giving a little bit of cold feet retirement. He says, the fact of having been on the other side, having coached, having choreographed a lot, I had a taste of the post-career, really. And I think sometimes while coaching, I felt like I was not on the right side of the boards. I still had things to give on the ice. I had not necessarily considered returning to competition. But when this door opened up with Laurence, or maybe it's Laurence, I saw the opportunity for a certain evolution, a second chapter in my career. It's a bit of a bonus for us because our respective careers have already been very successful. We've had a lot of success, each with our former partners. And now it's really for the pure pleasure of skating and having some sort of ambition. When did they start skating together? Laurence says, we started our real partnership in the ice mid-January, where we're getting to know each other. But they've had a long relationship and companionship off the ice. And Guillaume says, yes, I think we had the advantage of being very connected off the ice. This allows us to work well and also enjoy a lot of pleasure because it is certain that we're not getting back together just because we're friends. We have a lot of similarities in our skating. Laurence is a very incredible skater. Everything aligned to make this the perfect choice for us at this point in our lives. And Laurence adds, I think we're discovering on the ice that we're very versatile. We appreciate it. We're very curious to see how the other does things. I want to say that it takes us out of our element, but it makes us work on different aspects and challenges us a bit. But it's the challenge that drives us, that pushes us to this flame to become better. And then, of course, the big question is, are they aiming for Milano Cortina 2026? Because they really have no time. And they're asked this question, and Guillaume says, it's really part of the goals we've set. Damn, that's a lot of confidence. They say we can get into the Olympics in under a year with a new partnership. He continues, I think there would be disappointment if we didn't go. It's a risk we're ready to take. We're aware that it's very ambitious. We're dividing a bit into the unknown because there's a large unpredictable component. But we know that we're good skaters and that we have the potential to make it. But we don't know exactly what will happen. As Laurence said, that's also kind of what drives us at this stage of our careers. We needed a big challenge to really make us want to come back. And this is the biggest challenge. They're really diving into unknown waters because getting to the Olympics in under a year is already crazy. But getting into the Olympics in under a year with a new partner is insane. And Laurence Fournier Beaudry, who has not represented France in the past, is asked, you're going to represent France at the nationals and international competitions. To go to the Olympics, you need a French passport. Laurence, is that also a challenge? He says, yes, it's a challenge, but it's underway. I have family in France. I already have a deep attachment to the country. Quebec and France are very close. Okay, she's from Quebec. I have family on my grandfather's side who live there. I have cousins. It's a unique opportunity, and it's also an honor to represent a country with which I have family ties. Cizeron says, your grandfather's going to be very happy. And Laurence says, I shouldn't say this, but my grandfather cried with joy when I told him. He's looking forward to coming to see me in competitions with my grandmother. We're crossing our fingers. We'll do our season and see how it goes. And then they're asked, are you currently working on programs for the next season? They say yes. We're in the creative phase and it's going very well. Cizeron says, we have a blank slate. We're trying to discover our colors to bring things in. The idea is not to reproduce what we did with our respective partners, but to create something that will be our own. I think we'll discover ourselves at the same time as the public will discover us, which is very risky. And Laurence adds, we've seen a lot of each other from the outside, given that we've been training together for over 10 years, which gives us a different perspective. We have high ambitions for each other and a beautiful vision for the future. So if you couldn't catch that, they've both trained alongside each other with different partners at the Montreal School for Figure Skating, the I Am Academy or whatever, with Marie-France Dubreau and her husband Patrice Luzon are kind of the head of the academy. And from what I can see, Laurence and Guillaume have been skating alongside each other with different partners for years in Quebec, and now they're partnering together with the ambition that they're going to make it in time and qualify for Milano Cortina 2026. That is wild, and I'm so happy because I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. Like, I genuinely believe that Guillaume is still at the top of his game. I am less familiar with Laurence Fournier Beaudry, I'm really going to have to learn her freaking name. Laurence Fournier Beaudry. I need to hear it. I'll figure this out. But I genuinely believe this is possible. I mean, Tess and Scott did it, but they came back like 2 years before and with their same partners. But here, honestly, the unknown component is going to be if the audience and the judges are going to love their chemistry or if there is any chemistry at all, as much as they did with Papadakis and Cizeron. Like, he is still the last champion from the last Olympics. Like, that's how crazy this all has happened. Just won with Papadakis. They kind of soft retired. Then they officially retired in December. And now he's announcing a new partner. Like, this is the kind of drama I need. I'm so excited to see the rest of their skating for the rest of the season, and I'm very intrigued by what kind of programs they're going to get, because I know that Cizeron loves being a little bit more experimental, and their programs are usually one of my favorites, so I want to see if they're going to keep that, because I know Papadakis also embraced the unconventional alongside Cizeron, so very, very excited to see. And even the picture of them together, they look beautiful. They look like two models. This is like an ad campaign for Gap or something. So visually stunning. The vision itself is stunning. In practice, is it going to be stunning? I don't know, but I'm excited. So yeah, that was my little gossip corner, my little chit chat and talk, keeping up with the Russians, and now keeping up with Cizeron. That's going to be very, very fun to keep up for the rest of the season. Oh, I'm just so excited. Again, reminder, I am going to the World Championships in Boston, and a lot of people have reached out asking if we can do some sort of meetup. Please, please, please leave in the comments if you would actually show up to some sort of meetup so I can start organizing it. My best guess, Tuesday the 25th. Let me make sure I got these dates correctly. I am getting there on Monday night, probably. So my best guess is probably I'll do a meetup the 25th. Monday night or Tuesday night, Monday 24th or Tuesday 25th. So if you would actually show up to a get together just to like meet new people and meet people that like figure skating, let me know, because I will actually get something together, create some sort of group, whether it be on Discord or Instagram or X or Facebook. Let me know what's the best way to go about this, or if I just post it on TikTok. Whatever it might be, let me know if you would actually be interested, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. And as always, Patreon, TikTok, Twitter, and merch are all down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.